Want to hear something amazing? Discover matches all the cash back you earn on your credit card at the end of your first year automatically, dollar for dollar, with no limit on how much you can earn. Extra cash? Come on, how amazing is that? In fact, it's even more amazing when you realize all the places where Discover is accepted. 99% of places in the U.S. that take credit cards. So when it comes to Discover, get used to hearing yes more often. Learn more at discover.com/yes. 2020 Nielsen Report. Limitations apply.
This is NOBS Job Search Advice Radio, episode 1821. I'm your host, Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, and welcome. Welcome to Monday. I love to spend some time talking with you about some element of job search because I really believe it doesn't have to be as hard, difficult, painful, or take as long as it does. It's just the skills needed to find a job are different than those needed to do a job, and this is where you're an amateur. You're good at what you do, but job hunting is a different skill set. And here I'm dealing with a situation where someone accepted an offer and then a second one came in, and how do they decide? Hope you find this helpful and give it a great review wherever you listen to the show. And with that, let's get going, okay? Someone wrote to me with a terrific scenario for me to work through with you. I also want to mention, listen to the end of the show. I have a new service I'm introducing that I think many of you will enjoy. Now, here's the scenario, and this is with a teacher, but it could be any profession. The scenario basically outlined to me is that the person has an offer from an organization, from a school. It's about 25 minutes from their house. Good school, mellow, and more mellow environment than the one that he now is getting an offer from that he could walk to. And his son goes to school there. Now, let's imagine for a second it's not just simply that close for someone, but or someone's son goes to that particular employer, but it's a shorter commute situation. Might be a little bit more stressful, but fundamentally, what do you do? How do you weigh these things? They both have great benefits. In the case of the one that he could walk to, obviously he's saving on transportation, but how do you kind of figure this out? And I want to start off by adding one more monkey wrench into this, and that is for however long the administration exists at that other school, you may not have the opportunity to go to work there if you needed to in the future. After all, these are good times and not all times will be good. And thus you always have to take into consideration the impact of the choice, not just simply today, but for the future. So that's the extra monkey wrench. And I'm not going to give you the answer. I'm going to give you the process to go through. And I'll simply say that if the walk to work and the additional time has that much value to you, if the money is comparable, I didn't say identical, comparable, why not? Why not do it? After all, you recapture 5 hours a week of commuting time. And I say 5 hours, even though you say it's 25 minutes, because frankly, there could be days where there could be traffic. There could be days where there's snow. You always want to take into consideration the abnormal situations. Like, I remember a time where I used to commute from Pennsylvania to New York, and the scheduled time was 2 hours. But then there were the days where accidents occurred or snow would come in that day, and 2 hours became 3 or worse. So fundamentally, you have to do what you believe is right for you, because the administration or the HR organization or the leadership of a firm does the same thing as well. If your skills are such that you believe that for a number of years losing that other educational organization is okay with you, then by all means, there's no risk to taking the current role. However, I'll also remind you that we don't always tell the future all that well. But I'm not hearing anything in this scenario that's problematic. Just make sure the money is comparable to the savings that you receive. For some of you, that 25 minutes may take you across a state border where you have to pay taxes to another entity. I haven't read anything about that here. So I'll simply say, it's nice to be in a situation where you could walk to work, that it's that close. I don't know if it's a 5-minute walk or a 15-minute walk, whatever it is. It's nice to be able to do that, to save on the wear and tear of a car, because cars are expensive. There's certain types of auto insurance that you can save money by not putting as much mileage on your car. But when push comes to shove, you always have to take into consideration that one factor I mentioned earlier, that if things go south in your school district or things go south with your current employer, that you need to have the resources or the organizations nearby where you could also go to work. So a lot to consider. So that's today's show. I hope you found it helpful. And if you did, here are a few more ways to get information and advice from me. First of all, there's my website, which is thebiggamehunter.us. I have more than 8,000 blog posts there that you can watch, listen to, or read that will help you find your next job. In addition, if you're interested in my coaching you, at the site there's a button there that says schedule. Schedule time for a free discovery call, schedule yourself in for coaching, interview preparation coaching, salary negotiation advice, coaching related to hiring more effectively, managing and leading, helping you to be a better executive in your organization, and overall being a better employee of your firm. If you have questions for me, you can ask them at Wizio.com/The Big Game Hunter. That's WISIO.com/The Big Game Hunter. The price at Wizio is less than 1/3 of what I'm charging on my website. And I'm doing this because I want to benefit my subscribers here and on YouTube, and only you're going to know about it. You can also connect with me on LinkedIn at linkedin.com/IN/The Big Game Hunter. Mention that you watched or listened to my content. I like knowing I'm helping folks. Once we're connected, it's nice to hear from you. I'd love to hear from you from time to time about how I'm helping. You can also watch me on TV. Did you know that? If you have a Fire TV or a Fire Stick, download the JobSearch TV app for Apple TV, Roku, Sony, Samsung, like 90 different TV platforms. You can watch me on either Zingo TV or BingeNetworks.tv. On YouTube, subscribe at JobSearch.TV.com and have access to thousands of videos I've created. I'll be back tomorrow with more, and in the meantime, I hope you have a great day. Be great!
Haverty's Furniture is here to help you get set for the season with up to $1,000 off. So you can set the stage with style and set the bar more beautifully. So why not settle in together on a new sofa? Because being at home doesn't mean having to settle for less. Even though the holidays feel a little different this year, Haverty's Furniture can help you create the perfect holiday setting with up to $1,000 off plus 0% interest.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
This Thanksgiving, think outside the oven and get Thanks Grilling with Ace. Get a new grill and choose from top brands like Traeger, Weber, and Big Green Egg to add even more flavor to your Thanksgiving turkey, side dishes, and desserts. Plus, right now, get free assembly and delivery on all grills and accessories $3.99 and up. For the best help on the best grills, stop by your local Ace and get Thanks Grilling. Ace Rewards members only through December 24th. See participating stores for scheduling or exclusions.